3 players, 4 players on site quickly.
Paranoia is good, and no one from MIBR can really contest this site, so G2, oh, I spoke too soon! SRN had an angle over the top, and Jelly's made something too suddenly. This hit for G2 is completely stalled out.
Yeah, G2 need to slow things down and see if they can find a kill with the shock dart. There's also this lurk going into mid. As teammates of G2 fall, Amy drops as well. MIBR have struck first and in a massive way.
It's just a massacre. Every member but one has fallen for G2 goes in. And now it's Mimi running to the other site.
I mean, hey, the good news for Mimi is this plant should just about be free. I don't think there's a chance for Sayuri to get here into heaven in time, so that'll be some credits to G2.
Spike planted. But Sayuri's already here. We'll wait for one more player to come and support. And Mimi, oh, she's been overwhelmed there, that's 2. But Jelly won't allow it to get any weirder than that.
A-main pretty early here. Some nice shots from Rescue, but traded out with a good blast from Jelly. Flash into backside. I mean, G2's utility has been excellent on the hit, and now they've got numbers.
Yeah, that's a couple kills with the classic. Jupes is here. There's still just 3 players facing just outside of this smoke.
Here.
Thrown in, and oh, she's caught off guard. Amy's found another. Surely it shouldn't happen like this. Oh, it has.
Rotations have actually been called in now. Some players moving into the A site leaves MIBR's B a bit weak.
Jupes would find a timing here. No, it goes the other way. Amy is traded out, so it's all right for MIBR. They maintain mid control, but now B is the problem.
It'll be SRN on the same angle as before. Petra spots it though. Now they're gonna have to drop down. Buying as much time as possible. There's only 30 seconds, and now Melissa has made it into the site. A good turn to the flash, and excellent shots to follow it up means the G2 have to leave.
They're going back into mid. 25 seconds. Are they going spawn to B? What's the call here for G2?
They're looking for a little bit of everything right now, ignoring vents, and instead, yeah, wrapping around all the way through top mid.
15 seconds.
They should have time to plant this spike.
It's gonna be close though.
10 seconds left.
But the problems are A-main hasn't been cleared. There's still 3 players coming back into spawn. G2 have to fight forward into one of these sides.
They'll choose spawn. Jelly will have a late flank, but the main force from MIBR is grouped up together.
Revealing area.
CT.
MIBR are so worried about someone lurking in their backs.
Anya, the superstar of last year in EMEA, can't do a thing. Taken down by Melissa. Mimi has traded back, but the outlaw shots miss again from Rescue. Astra is on site, but it's just the knife instead.
They both get it off.
No utility, but the pull, it was there in time, and that's everything for MIBR.
I think that was Mimi that cast it first, but Jelly, you have a half second before you can slam that ult to cancel it out. It means no dashes, no updrafts to get into sight. Rescue just a sit and duck.
It's that instantaneous reaction. You have just a few frames to get
Hold on
done.
though, SRN on the wide angle. Okay. G2 are falling apart in this round.
Only Petra and Vanya now. And MIBR knows something is up in mid.
Angles are a bit isolated for now, especially if SRN continues to keep peeking forward.
Second round now. G2 is taking mid control, trying to wrap back A late, but they're going to be walking into a crossfire this time.
Left.
Shouldn't be any way back into this round.
It's probably just a save at this point, honestly. They've got money, so maybe, you know, walking forward and seeing if you can find some kind of a shot.
Yeah, doing some damage to MIBR definitely wouldn't hurt.
10 seconds left.
But it looks like they're just full chilling.
Yeah.
And MIBR might succeed at the hunt as well. SRN sneaking up behind. And Vanya's gun is gone.
Can frag here. Rescue's had a little bit quieter of a tournament. Speaking of active jets, loud jets, SRN.
Hunter's Fury, I think they thought this was just going to be a conversion into B off seeing that first player, but instead G2 is already up mid.
Yeah, ready for a mid-crunch too as MIBR up in vents with 2 players. Petra's running straight into that and is not prepared for the second.
That's a spike!
Unbelievable.
Caught out in vents. How can G2 even begin to recover? Oh, okay. Rescue barely holds on to the map.
Surely.
He's trying to swing into 2. SRN is here, yeah. That's the death note for the Jet from G2.
It's really interesting watching how MIBR are reacting to these mid plays. Of course, they got the huge assist from the early op shot. Now that Vanya's spotted out. But after getting exploited and made a few rounds this time, we're really prepared for that fight.
Me too. It seems like they want to call back into A. Look how deep Amy has gotten in this round.
Yeah, trying to go up this right on that. Look at that ultimate coming
Amy
through.
heard the steps. Petra's ult is called in off of it. That is sick from G2 Gozen.
And it was at the same time Mimi sold a fake onto the B site because the knife went down, and G2 have always been execing with their knives. Mimi's calling has been really good in some of these rounds.
Masterminds, Mimi. They still don't have the weapons they would love for this post plant though. And MIBR are inbound with this retake.
Rescue up close, right against the smoke, is ready for it! Look at the two coming in! And Petra addition for a little bit more. A good dart from her slows down MIBR's advancement, but there's still so many players to worry about. Up in heaven, this Petra finally is gonna be going down. The clock is down to about half. Molly out onto the spike. Jubes is just waiting for a kill, but there's still that lurk that they're waiting against. Up and down, Mimi gets the kill, and it's Sayuri, the IGL in 1v3, and it's just not gonna happen. There's no flashes for MIBR to get back out of that smoke, and there is a tiny little gap.
Instead, they're gonna go back towards spawn. Look who's here, Petra, on for an MVP performance with this round. She's taken down by MIBR Superstar! Oh my God, Mimi! Whether the leadership or the shots, she's just got it all for G2 Gozen. That is filthy! G2, call looks to be fake A, go into B. SRN makes contact. She gets a kill as well. Does she believe this fake? No! She deals with it on her own. And there are still players from MIBR on this B site.
Everything is on Rescue in this post plant. We'll deal with some tripwires, but you gotta feel like G2 need to get active. There's a cosmic divide on the opposite side.
Vanya might be that hero instead. Teleported up top. Jubes in the close corner. Sees a shoulder, but that's not enough. Jubes wins that fight. Petra is stuck out in the open here, but can't do anything for it. And Rescue's blades, they go wide, allowing MIBR to win on this retake and bounce back.
I'm waiting for us.
Jubes up top. Sees ahead. Only needed a split second of vision. Now throws out her hat too. Wants another. Scans. Rescue. Takes the opener, but SRN has been here the whole time, waiting, biding her time, and she's just not expected on B anymore.
More challengers just keep approaching into the site, but SRN is gonna sit them down. The shots keep coming through, but now it's a 2v2 on site. Smokes are going down, the pressure is coming up, and G2 Gozen are finding the shots that matters. Amy with one, Amy with another, and now it is just Sayuri.
The IGL in the clutch. Amy's not looking. A 1v1, and Mimi peeks right into her. No one's actually on the site for G2, but they're ready to flood in. Rescue in that heaven smoke, a temptation with SRN revealed on the trip, but she finds Mel first instead. Rescue dashes back, and MIBR have traded this out well. The IGL again is doing great work. Oh!
Just a nasty shot. Vanya's struggled so far in the first half. We know she is one of the best players in the world. See what she can do into backside. Gets the first one. He's now been taken down low.
But it's a high-low now for MIBR.
Shadows traveling.
Vanya smokes off the spike, but she's chipped down to 1 HP. And MIBR are just running her down. Jubes actually dies for it. SRN is blind now. This should not be possible. Vanya trying to stick to halfway. SRN baiting it out. She gets the kill. It's their time. It's down to the last second.
Cosmic divide, you'd imagine, to guarantee this one.
There it is.
Amy.
Okay, Amy. Going for that one and actually being rewarded for the risk she took. SRN gonna take a risk of their own, just charges straight through that wall.
Planted.
It's right underneath Rescue, and Rescue's got no idea.
I really don't think you expect a player this deep.
Drone pushes them off the angle, though, and actually gets tagged on the way out. Brutal.
The tripwire again. 3v5. This is G2's bonus round.
And
the
the
dart
dart
goes
misses?
sailing off the map, but MIBR, they're just gonna light up the kill feed for 3. Sayuri, again on this site, making mincemeat of G2. The Blade Storm. Okay, Rescue wants to win this one. But the Astra's just running for the hills. She's getting pestered by utility and maybe a little too confident in that one. They'll work together to work back into this site. Oh, that's a good start for G2. Mimi keeps it going, and it's an easy conversion to tie us up again.
Yeah, everyone coming out from heaven there.
Kicks off. G2
SRN.
separated by this
SRN, look
one.
at go! Into backside, diving around the Astrowall. That's absurd. Finally, she's put down.
But in mid, Jubes spots out 2 players, but can't make it work. So now G2 have this even again. Petra swings through the wall, and timing! Oh, how has she lost that?
Jellybangs gets the kill and gets out. It's a 3-on-2 now.
Jelly fell
Wait,
off
what?
the map!
What?
What is going on? 2v2. They still have an Astra Star for the Brazilian side, and ult as well to work with. This is a very tough one for G2 to win. Time. So far gone, they have to kill this Astra, but she gets the pull off in time and wins the fight against Amy too. Now it's Vanya, a familiar position, but this time without the spike half, without the luxury of time, and with no HP. Duel on A. Both Jets with the weapon in hand. How
A jump peek?
did she win?
Are you
that?
kidding me?
It's unreasonable to expect her to connect that shot. I mean,
Rescue
when
was
was the last time?
completely unprepared for how fast SRN went for that.
When was the last time jump peaks like that worked? That's like the beta tech.
It's been a long time. They nerfed that.
Yeah, okay.
SRN does not agree with patch notes.
No, she doesn't. Making a real case for MVP.
It's interesting though how MIBR have called this. They use a drone over into B, maybe feinting a little bit of extra pressure, but really they're still trying to see if G2 are gonna overplay their hand, down a number. And they have. That A site completely open.
Yeah. Haywalt will stop G2 flooding into this one quickly at all.
Vanya got that operator now for the retake. But we know that op is going to be so hard to find value because MIBR always play forward in the post plants.
SRN, single-handedly with this operator, has brought this into a 3v5. I almost feel like G2 has to save at this point. They're going up against 12, 250 credits on Amy, 300 on Petra. They just don't have the resources.
Don't forget about Jubes in a late mid lurk too.
Rescue, the 17-year-old star for G2. She has to be the one to keep them alive this map, and that is a great start. Connects the operator shot onto SRN. Now Amy's utility comes in as well, but that trade through the smoke from Jelly.
Rescue, the only player on B here, but MIBR don't know that. With 35 seconds left on the clock, they're calling the rotate out.
Jubes, oh, that was her chance.
30 seconds
Doesn't
left.
get anything for it. It's the 3 new players for G2 goes in, who have kept them in this game thus far.
And now G2, you gotta feel like they know what's going down. They're leaving that A site open, and they're gonna allow MIBR to take some more forward space. This is so important for Melissa. She has to go on a hunt.
G2 fully group up.
They're ready for it.
They should not let Melissa get away with anything. But Petra is so far ahead of the rest of the team. There's a paranoia. Melissa tucks in. Jelly as well is making something here. Down to 10 health. That angle is good damage onto Rescue. The Blade Storm whiffs. She's off the map. And MIBR strike first. They claim G2 Gozin's home map. They call back to A. Sayuri.
Nice.
Again. She was lights out game 1 and just looks to continue it here, okay. Forced to teleport away. Amy. Oh, Jelly actually doesn't go hunting there.
Sayuri!
Another dink? That's 3 players headshot now. Only 1 kill.
Just only hitting heads, and as she continues doing damage through smokes, I mean, she is the smoke demon. She just keeps finding these shots. And G2 maybe get 1 on the end, but it is all sorts of falling apart now.
Sayuri, the only player she didn't damage this round is the one left alive, and Jelly on the flank.
Play on those forward lines consistently as a defender.
Oh, fight brewing outside
Come
showers.
on.
I think that was combined with a haunt from Melissa.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, Petra gone, that's such a big person to lose. No fade utility.
And different to running the Gecko in that breach slot. Now there's no info to be gained with anything. G2 are gonna have to step into these lines, and at some point, Satchel in too. Quickly into the side is Rescue, right against the wall though, but no one can follow. A good molly from Jubes, and the shots lock down the site.
Yeah, she was so low before that engagement even took place. G2 slow down. Contact into this site, but MIBR have 3 players all ready to swing. And Vanya's putting the spike in jeopardy. She makes good on it.
Okay.
1 kill, teleport out.
That's one way to make the Omen make sense. Haven't even really given too much time to that. G2 are going to end up jumping in this teleporter. They've still got Amy hanging out on A short. Her fight up against Melissa is the one to break this side open or not.
Find you.
Melissa's haunt. Doesn't find a tag. SRN.
30 seconds left.
A little awkward there, but Satchel's away. Now the swing from Chevy. That was 1 bullet!
Remaining.
1!
Spike down A.
And she gets the second too. Of course she does. It's SRN! Fade ult. They follow it up with a breach stun. Is Rescue gonna go deep?
Yes, she
She
is.
wants to. Melissa holding, and it's a 1-for-1 trade. SRN, the rocket, arrives and connects as well. Sayori, IGL versus IGL down short. Mimi shows a barrel, but she spins to get the kill.
So now it becomes Tubes' turn. Spamming through triple right now, but the wide swing from Petra shuts her down. Jelly can't make it happen. It's a 3K for Mimi. They can work back into the site slowly, but it's not so simple.
Spike
There's no
planted.
dizzy for Jelly, just a hunt to get back onto the site, and G2 have nice positions in the post.
G2's a player down, but they do have the rolling thunder for Mimi.
Oh yeah.
They've heard players teleporting through nose. There's a force coming in from Hookah.
Look at this paranoia too. That's gonna hit 2-3 players.
Melissa has wrapped all the way around long. Now, there's another weird timing game late in this round. Jelly flashes out from Hookah,
What a
dies
shot.
instantly from Petra, and there's that rolling thunder. Mimi, it's her last act in this round. 2 versus 2. A teleport. Vanya moving all over the map. Crosses Sayori up and wins the round for G2. Duo for G2, who are struggling to find a fight here. It's awkward going both ways, but MIBR finally
Good
double
haunt.
swing in. Mimi has to do this alone. Her duo's dead, but she's stunned. And MIBR tap the spike. Amy down short. That's a good start,
No fuel.
but
Not
needs the
enough
1v2.
fuel. Not enough fuel.
Tubes swings out. Damage onto Amy and finishes her off for an execute.
Yeah.
Which means they have to wait for that to recharge.
B side, it's a little bit less punishing. That smoke ends up coming in over on elbow, and look at Rescue, just ready for all those angles, not quite ready for the lat.
SRN gets a kill after she's dead.
What?
2 rounds! And Melissa's just camping the TP.
I have the spike.
If anyone's gonna get back in this round, it's Amy. She made it down short. MIBR, I mean, Sayori is ready. She knows it's a
How
possibility, and
is
she gets
she
the
ready?
kill.
MIBR
30 seconds
seemingly know
Yeah,
everything.
it's just excellent game sense. She knew that G2 wanted to go into the teleporter. That tells them, hey, very likely, we had no one watching short for a long time, could be there, and yeah, look.
The Viper's pit. Surely Sayori pops this ult.
You gotta get out of there, G2!
She waits. When did she commit the ult? Now it comes in. There's 3 players inside. But there's a gap. Found. The Viper's pit stays up. Jubes runs down Petra. Now 4v3. All of the players from G2 have made home of this pit. But MIBR will look to evict them on this retake. Mimi getting wrapped by Jubes, who's already made noise, but it's a spam again.
Sayori!
MIBR, they never miss through a smoke. The IGL guns down 3.
Ridiculous!
Round.
The glass is really half full with you. Jelly Bangs is opping, by the way.
On Gecko.
That's a headshot.
Something cosplay. Could have just stuck with the Vandal. Could have done the same thing.
Just a bit silly. I mean, we're throwing down some wild smokes to make something out of nothing in
They're
this round.
fighting back into this one again. Stun is good. SRN. A double.
Spike down.
And Petra. Okay.
By the way, the spike's in the teleporter. Body
Yeah.
went on through
Oh,
with that.
hello, Sayori. She's got that one. They don't know the spike is there.
I have the spike.
But they hear the teleport, and Sayori has the execution ready to go for Petra. She's
12?
escaped the noose. Onto the site now. A 1v2.
If anyone's gonna do it, it's the veteran for G2.
Playing with this team since the beginning. A chance to give them a light at the end of this half. That's a hell of a start. Plant coming down. Sayori. Amali.
Planted.
Just nearly misses out on Petra. Sayori swings in and puts Petra down.
See what the benefits of this G2 comp can be on defense.
Rescue confident, but she's just swinging into too many players. The duelist gone. Mimi, maybe soon to follow, is Getting ran down by utility, but does well to find two. The wingman's planting, but she has more pressing issues.
Look at Vanya inside of the smoke, coming out of that one. Finds the first. G2 now with a numbers advantage, but really Vanya has to stall this out for her teammates to come in.
Jubes. Just outside in U-Haul. A double swing available for MIBR. This could get very dangerous for G2. There's the swing. 2 taps for Jubes. All she needs, but Petra has to of her own.
Over and to be into this double stack. Mimi has a stun. Mimi has flashes to support. And MIBR on the entrance can only do 1-for-1.
Can they even continue this? 30 seconds.
It's tough.
They have no space on A. No info there.
30 seconds left.
Okay, the molly should give them control.
Spam nearly finds Amy. She eludes it for now, and there's that utility from Mimi coming
It's
in.
going to be a TP punch on the other side. Amy is holding her ground on site, but the rest of G2 are pinching in. MIBR have 15 seconds to plant the spike, but there's players all around them swarming into the site. G2 convert the bonus. And 3 players are going to get stunned off of Rescue's contact. A satchel to follow, that might be 3 kills.
But Rescue has to deliver. Stun in. Here's the satchel.
Stun bite.
Stunned! They've bottled it!
Disaster. Disaster. It's a new comp for G2, and Rescue gets in front of the stun.
Just too early. Tubes in short. G2's last hope on this re-clear is wiped away.
This was the round to solidify the comeback, and now it's the one to solidify the map for MIBR.
2v5. Amy and Petra.
Okay.
Good start for Amy. Maybe looking for another lights out performance. But the util from MIBR, it's a molly, a nade, and an SRN delivering.
Held out, TP'd back out, so no more playmaking really from Vanya.
Amy walks up into short. Here's the rocket. Where's the stun? Incoming now, but it's a rocket from both sides, and the rays from MIBR's above.
SRN wins it out, and the rest of MIBR is fighting forward. Mimi, the sole player over on this B site, will call in the support of Petra on the teleport. MIBR now realize B site is strong, A site is weak, with Lurks walking up, and the teleport's coming through. It's all on Vanya.
Already revealed, and a double
So
swing.
good, so good. The utility, it's there. They're never gonna follow the same trick twice.
Nope, too thorough. Can G2 even go for this? It's a 2v4.
Do you let them go to 12 uncontested?
It's
They've got some money. They're gonna go for this.
Okay, one off the ult for both these players from G2 goes in. That's the win condition. The duo. They've been playing together for 4 years, and they have to deliver in this round. But MIBR already knows everything, and they're just gonna get overwhelmed by the utility as they have many around before. Okay, Mimi doubles them up. Melissa's dead too. 1v1, but the knife's out, and the other IGL delivers instead. Vanya escaped 2 ultimates with that teleport, but Rescue, oh my, almost lost her life. And now she
Rescue!
How has she got it 4? No ace today. Sayuri again. The IGL
Got the spike.
in a 1v3.
She's got time.
G2 cannot squander this round. Rescue already did so much.
Sayuri's got so many options. Does she re-walk down A short, look for a pick? She could hit a TP afterwards, but she has to find that first one.
And G2 have a strong setup.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, they're giving everything in the front of the site, holding on the backside.
Sayuri uses the smokes. Commits a plant, but Mimi has the stun. Vanya should swing out, and this round should be over.
Nicely done.
It is. Amy in the corner. It's an anti-eco. It's her chance
Oh,
to farm,
dear.
but it's already going oh so wrong. Not for Amy. That's 3 kills. And that's Melissa. No chance to win this round.
Yeah, if Amy drops there, that might have just been the map. And really the question is, will Rescue stay in showers and shut down that TP play?
There's a 1v1 in hookah. Mimi needs to stay alive. Her util is critical to this round.
Look at the util.
Another nade kill?
Are you kidding?
Vanya's dead. And now Mimi dies too. That's a sight loss!
Shut up.
She hasn't seen any of these players!
SRN just keeps getting it done. And now G2, they're separated. Rescue solo up into Hookah,
Last player
looking for
standing.
someone, but she's got no one left on her side.
MIBR with only one player left to deal with Rescue. Okay, that's 2. 3 for Rescue! Needs to save this game alone. But down to 30 health, a crossfire for MIBR, and they put an end to it. 13-10, MIBR take their home map, and they're up 2-0 in this best of 5.
They are just one map win away from another Brazil NA final.
Be responsible for spotting towards mid. She's stunned. Lucky for her, no Neon on the other side, so she'll escape with her life just barely. Nade towards spawn. That's a 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah, crazy fight into mid with Melissa waiting for that aggro. This trade's 1-for-1, but G2 have to like their chances. They have control over backside. They're using that smoke to be posted forward.
But MIBR want to fight backside. Amy, eviscerated. And Petra can't swing back through. So MIBR regain control of this round.
Yeah, G2, that smoke just stuffed him out of the round. Now they have to refocus their efforts on market. They found this timing to creep up.
Only Jubes is watching. SRN turns, and maybe they don't even need anymore. Jubes for 1. Swings in for another. The stun from Sayuri is perfection. And it's another pistol round.
Main, reach unparalleled is annoying, but they're seizing this timing.
SRN's going so deep. Petra wasn't even blind. SRN wins it anyway. And now this is a crunch onto A. G2 have attempted to fight out of it, but now Vanya has to fall back. They group up together on this site. MIBR, they're so patient. Taking their time, now they scale in, but SRN was ahead of everyone else and goes down alone.
It's all on Vanya here in elbow. Blinded up though, forced into the smoke and pinched from both sides.
2 left for the European side.
Some low HP on MIBR though. Mimi could do some work here.
But Amy has a chance, drops down. Melissa low, that's 1. Flicks around, ready for Jubes, but Jubes doesn't give away the game. No one on MIBR peeking, but Jelly's out wide. Mimi gets 1, now we're even, but time is still a big factor for G2. Amy, 1v2, and Sayuri!
Getting stunned up themselves.
And MIBR, they're gonna recover their Thrash, wait a couple seconds, and they have another layer to this execute.
Wow, G2 lose big, but they're trying to refight back in.
I think they wanted to deny that orb. It's already too late for that. Maybe they can get some kills.
SRN down.
That's a good start. She doubles up, but she's lost her fade, and now that Thrash becomes active again.
Yeah, it's weird trying to see how many players are on site as the
2
trip
players
is being broken. Mimi's just ready for it though.
All right, Mimi. Rescue got detained. Will wiggle her way out of that. As Jelly, 1v4, 36 health. This should be no problem for G2.
What you got, Jelly? That's not bad. Yeah, the blind's not going to make your life easy. All right, G2 goes, and they're on the board. In this fight a lot. Keep your eyes on the breach positioning. That is a nasty stun line to fight off of. And SRN doesn't need it.
No.
Isn't even going to ask. But that follow-up stun is pretty.
And there's the rocket to follow it up. Petra somehow Houdini's her way out of that situation and gets a kill for it too. Dodges the flash, but she's traded out.
MIBR up 1 player. Mimi, though, can use that smoke to creep on forward. No one's really on site. It's just SRN. Because of the wingman plant. And now the smokes go down. Mimi finds that first one. She has been crisp, but Sayuri's just been a little bit better.
Still advantage with MIBR. Sayuri has a rolling thunder.
Timing.
She's gonna rip it. Amy dodges it. She's too far ahead. Another. She needs a kill here. And SRN again and again. Here comes the Thrash.
Good stun. Here
Split
we go.
Ruby rescue. It's only 1-for-1. She absolutely needed to get more from that.
Melissa has always been ready for rescue from tiles on these mid plays.
Petra and Amy.
Ulting into main, Vanya's out of her mind. She sticks it, and she wins the duel.
What the hell? She has no business, but this time, Her antics are denied, and the second wave of the Thrashers inbound. Jelly clears through this site, and G2 is forced back.
Mimi is stuck behind this wall. She's gonna go all the way around the world on the flank.
But she's not gonna be here for a while.
Petra's alone. Petra has to find something from backside here to pull pressure onto her while Mimi goes for that flank.
I mean, she's just hopping around, getting spammed down to 30 health. They know
30
exactly
seconds
where
left.
she is. MIBR won't even greet the plant.
Petra
They
has to
want
do more.
Petra dead. They're hunting for her, but she's on the run. Tucks
already
back
out.
towards Market.
She's waiting for it. She gets the kill as the blind comes down. It's into a 2-on-2 now. Petra is ready and waiting and gets the frag. G2 back up in numbers. Desperately in need of this round. With the flash coming in, Melissa somehow equalizes. Petra's so low, and Melissa gets the job done.
But SRN's taking the site. And is going deep as well. Wants to disrupt any retake attempt from G2. Look at this confidence. Not a care in the world. The boom bot gets the kill. I mean, maybe a little overdone. But she still has the kill, and
I mean, what is that? How are you going to play the game? It's just not possible. You're either getting overwhelmed by Jelly's you to...
what? Petra! Come on! Give something for G2 goes in. This is her chance. She spins around, Shorty out! And again!
Stunned up, the goop is in Vanya's eyes! G2 can't fight this out, but Vanya somehow clears through it.
And she's dead. Traded by Jelly. Rolling Thunder committed into the site. Mimi's shoot away.
Even on the other side, Petra tried to go for a flank, but Neural Theft spotted that out. She's got to give it up.
Come on, G2.
Spike planted.
They really have to go for this round. Petra has an ult. They've lost too many close ones. This has to be the round, but look at MIBR. The util again is just so damn good. And Sayari rises. He's getting overwhelmed by another player. Always throws that forward satchel, knocks their aim off.
Wait for Mimi. Mimi, G2 just need a round. They don't need it to be pretty. They just need it. Simply put, and it's not gonna happen.
They just fall one by one. Amy's gone too. MIBR are steamrolling G2 goes in. A wall in their face. The last two players blinded up. Every piece of utility working against them.
I mean, look how active they're getting. SRN is in their spawn. Is wrapping up behind to finish off the round.
Pull that opportunity away from them.
Ultimate in from Vanya. SRN is still going for it. What? She won that fight?
No one thought she would.
I sure didn't.
Okay, Vanya up top. 1 for 1. Nothing more. Every chance isn't real.
SRN's just still going back into spawn for more.
They can't even follow up off this Rolling Thunder. SRN is blinded, stunned. She still gets 2! How in God's name has SRN done that? 1 kill away from securing the A. She won't get it. But MIBR are up 11-1.
For this Mimi.
SRN has been a nightmare for G2.
Okay, G2 don't actually speed up off of that. They expect more players on that side of the map, so Amy is activated into mid, but here comes the crunch. MIBR with the blind, shut down the lurk, and force G2 into an A finish.
It's gonna be a 4v3 retake. G2, how do they approach this? You want to get active, you want to try and play forward here, but they don't really have any opportunities.
So here he has full utility.
Gecko, Wingman will already reveal onto one. Stun. Counter util's good. That'll slow down the retake for a second, and Petra starts things right. They've granted some space, and now Petra's wrapping around. Can she make it in time, though? Because their teammates are dying on the site, and now she's the only one left. 1v2. Petra's been so close so many times, and it's the same here.
The crowd's still behind them. A force on this round, and Rescue moving on in. Has the judge in hand. Players blinded up in backside, but SNR finds the first one. Rescue, no more bullets left in the tank, and SRN is just making mincemeat out of G2. Blinded up, but it doesn't matter. MIBR are going to the finals.
For the second year in a row, G2 goes in, crumble at the hands of a team made in Brazil. It's a completely different roster. But they've done it regardless. A 3-0, a 13-1, and a match against Shopify Rebellion.